I mean, what about that, Dr. Debbie? I mean, a lot of parents are already pulling back on vaccinations, just writ large.
Yeah, I'm concerned about that because, we have these traditional vaccines that have saved countless lives. So, I want people to go get those vaccines. But I think he has put his finger on something in the pulse of the American public. Like, COVID brought some concerns to the forefront that people now know a little bit more about science, and they're thinking about the data and how do we have this information? How are these studies conducted?
Yeah.
And I think it is a good question, for people to look at this and understand it further and have more confidence. We can't have a divided country where some people are in favor and others aren't, and their concerns aren't being addressed. But then I think also we have like a change in terms of the way science is headed, because we have so many advances in AI, artificial intelligence, and in precision medicine, which is more about genetics. So, in terms of a lot of illnesses, you could see how viruses might interact with a person's genetic code and cause them to develop certain diseases. So if we could figure that out better, then that could change the entire face of this in terms of who needs what vaccine.
Well, we keep saying science and data. I think he is looking at data, and he's concerned about the health of our kids, which are more obese than ever, have higher diabetes rates than ever, and are getting more vaccines than ever. And yet there's autism's up over the last 25 years. All of these things, our kids are less healthy, but we have a lot more vaccines. And so I think his point is both on the food side, which is obviously a problem on the obesity side, on the vaccine side is, are we more healthy than we were 25 years ago or 30 years ago when we had far fewer vaccines that were going around for kids that were mandated?
Hold on. I'm going to stop right now, because you're doing exactly the thing that doesn't actually, when we talk about following the science, what you're doing is saying, well, people are getting more vaccines and all these other things are happening. So those things are related. That's not how this works. Vaccines don't cause autism.
Well, but they haven't done the studies on the vaccines.
I think if you actually wanted to know about the leading cause of killers for children, it was actually gun violence. So if you actually want to solve the problem of what makes our children unhealthy and unsafe, let's actually focus on that. But we don't.
I mean, you can talk about food and all of that stuff, but the idea that you're just taking the fact that we are now vaccinating ourselves against diseases that could kill us and saying that that's causing obesity and people being unhealthy.
No, I'm saying overall health,
autism.
the overall health. And that's both sides of what he's talking about in Congress.
What proof is there that there's